I'm Canada's Shane Hollander.
And I'm Russia's Ilya Rozanov.
And we know better.
We heard what you have to say, guys. Okay. I was there on the ground floor, but
yeah,
she's finally watched Heated Rivalry so we can talk about it.
Yes, and as you can tell, like, everything queer, we have immediately needed to dive in and transfer that to the pod.
Yes.
And you guys can actually see us this time. Well, as long as everything goes right. Like, imagine it, like, deletes itself or, like, something bad happens again. But
it's
like,
fine because we look hot this time, too, so it's not,
I know, guys, you had no idea, like, the feeling I had when I looked at the video camera that we thought was going the entire time, and I realized I never pressed start.
Yeah, and we were both dressed hot in mask and, like, kind of complimenting each other, too. God.
There are TikToks that will come that hopefully you'll see a little bit, but, like, that will forever, like, live on my heart because I know we looked so good. We even had an edit moment. We even gave ourselves an edit moment.
Okay, and I edited the thumbnail in. I should have let it spin around or some shit, but I was feeling lazy, because I had to edit it the next day.
No, that's fair, but...
Okay, but a good episode regardless, and I think you all could appreciate that as well and felt it in your hearts.
Yes.
Actually, Allie commented in all caps on the Spotify and said, "Why are you airing my shit out like this? OMG." And then she texted me and said, "Why would you name drop our spam fake account, or what's it called? Our joke account, 5 Sauce account where we bullied people. Why would you name drop it?" I was like, "Girl, it don't matter." We were laughing about it.
So it was a good episode, would have been better with video, but, like, you can see us now, and so, like, now how do we look?
But it's, like, you can kind of, like, imagine then what we looked like in 2016, like, while we're talking about it, you could say. Like, we're bringing the imagery to your head as opposed to looking at us now, you know?
Sure, yes,
we can frame it that way.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I see, okay. So you didn't even need the video, like, that was an imagination episode. We did do a lot of description of, like, what we were like.
And what we looked like, and yeah.
True.
And hey, coming off of last week's episode, ask me what I did last night. Up till 6 a.m, reading back old texts from that same crush from 2016. So, doing really well.
Right. Yeah.
In the spirit of the season, one could say.
In the spirit of 10-year-long... queer situationship.
Okay, no, because actually, literally, watching it with our friend and explaining it to you and talking about it with you before you watched it, I think we talked about this, but now you've seen it.
Yeah.
I was literally like, so I have a chance. Because Shane and Ilya had their situationship well, not really off ever, truly, but, you know, on and off.
kind of in a way they, like, dated
on and
other
off
people.
Again for 10 years, and then they get a happy ending. I guess spoiler for the books, but I think that can be assumed even if a season 2 was never confirmed. Yeah.
But to be fair, they were fucking crazy style in
the whole time.
Yeah, all through the 10 years.
Well, what do you want from me? So I text her on her birthday. Which
year. Honestly, for lesbians, like, I feel like, yeah.
No, because I was reading back those texts and I was like, I think it was for real. Like, I think we were in love. I don't think it was a crush. Like, I'm like reading it back, you know, because it's like I always question it.
Sure.
Because I don't know. But it felt, at the time, to me, it was so obvious. I'm going to sound so much like Mike Wheeler in the fan fiction I'm reading. It's actually disgusting. At the time, and just, you're going to say it sounds like Will, but I'm thinking about Mike. At the time, it was so obvious to me that I was the weird one and that I wanted something from her that she could never give, if that makes sense. Like, it would never cross my mind of, does she like me back? It was just like I know this would never, like, does that make sense? I think that's a pretty common queer experience, honestly.
That's internalized homophobia.
Right, yes. Because I didn't understand it either, you know what I mean? I wasn't even ready to accept that I was gay. I was ready to accept that this one girl was the exception that still made me straight. Like, there was a lot of things that were, you know, happening in my small brain at the time. But it never crossed my mind, like, oh, she could like me back. Like, it was, like, not even, like, a thought. Mm-hmm. So, and, like, reading them back as an adult, I'm like, no, I fumbled that bag generationally. But that's actually my whole thing. If I told you guys anyone I've ever had a crush on ever, it's just like, I'm historical bag fumbler besides Nick Moritz. I was gonna say his last name and then I wasn't, and then I don't care. Who fumbled me.
I think controversial opinion. Y'all give your takes in the comments. I think you are the one being fumbled in 90% of those scenarios.
It was just always.
I mean, maybe I'm biased because I'm your friend, and then I'm also only seeing it from your point of view. But these are people that it's not like you just fucking off and go doing. Maybe some recent ones you could say because they just kind of fizzle out. But I feel like that's mutual. But like, Parker was not you problem. That was an evil man problem. That wasn't you fumbling the bag. That was an evil man.
I just feel like I fumble the bag in the sense of like I am a fucking. What's it called? Chronic, like, yearn and, like, think that, like, crush on you so hard, make it so obvious I like you, but, like, refuse to tell you. Like, I have never confessed feelings for someone ever in my life.
Sure.
It's just, like, you either figure it out or I just die.
Sure.
And you never know. But, like, also, I would argue I don't ever make it subtle, and it's so fucking obvious, so it's, like, there's scenarios where nothing ever came of it, and it's, like, that person definitely knew I liked them, they just didn't like me.
Right.
But in my head, I'm like, they don't know. They never knew how I felt.
Yeah. Well, you never
But here
know.
we are. I don't own a Boston jersey Oilers. I don't even know if I fucking know the team. I think it's the Oilers. Or Toronto Maple Leafs? I don't fucking know.
They're different
which
than they are in
Toronto.
the show, aren't they? Or
Yeah.
are they the same in
No,
the show?
they're not the
I
same.
didn't think so.
Because they didn't pay. Is it the Toronto Maple Leafs in the show?
No, someone's the Rangers.
Scott Hunter.
No. Never mind. I'm getting confused.
I'm saying I don't have these real teams. The Boston Oilers. They're the Boston Raiders.
No, we don't have. We have Scott Hunter jerseys. We don't have lore accurate.
Yeah. Well, yes, because I am a chronic New York Rangers fan. So I only have New York Rangers jerseys.
Right.
That's all to say. I don't have a Boston or Toronto jersey that would be lore accurate to what Ilya and Shane canonically played.
Right.
But I love Scott Hunter, so you know it kind of works out in a way.
We are Scott Hunter fans.
Yeah. Francois Arnauld, or how I don't know how to pronounce his last name, or I don't know if I even know it. He is so fucking hot, and I do not say that about a man lightly.
True.
And every time I've rewatched episode 3, and he's sprinting down with that fucking Under Armour that you can still see his abs, and he walks in and he starts talking about that damn smoothie, I'm like, whoa, I want to rip off all your fucking clothes. Like, you are so fucking hot. I know everyone's talking about Hudson Williams and Connor Story being super hot, the actors, and they are.
Yes.
But I feel like I'm admiring how hot they are, and like you are a beautiful, I don't want to say object, because that's like objectifying them in a way, but like,
and
I don't want to fuck you. I think you're so hot, but I'm not like jumping
it's like
your bones.
I was going to compare them to an object, though.
No, but it's like, I'm looking, but I don't want to touch.
Totally, sure.
I don't feel the same way about Scott Hunter. Like, it's deep. That's the most fucking real life show character has made me feel in a long time, because all my fictional crushes that are men are animated. So, they're not real.
And this is for Liv exclusively, because Joey Santagato from Basement Yard looks like Kip, and he has acknowledged that. They just talked about it in...
Well, Liv texted me in all caps and said, oh my god, the Basement Yard watched Heated Rivalry, oh my god, and I had already seen some of the clips, and I was like, oh my god, tell me what they said, like, how much of it did they watch, and one of them I know watched the whole thing, the other only watched one episode, etc., etc., and she was telling me the opinion, so... Yeah, I know. I didn't watch that episode yet. She didn't tell me that part.
No, he acknowledged. He was like, he gets told a lot that he looks like other people. I mean, he's like a basic kind of.
I know what he looks like.
White man.
Yeah.
But he was like, I see it, and he do. Kip, I think, does look more gay. He does look more like a straight man. But like, you put like a face on profile of them side by side. They do look at. So like, Liv, I haven't watched that actual episode yet, but I know he was like, I only watched one. Okay, I watched 3. Okay, I watched all of them. I think he like slowly starts to be like, yeah, I watched them all.
And like, it does such a good job of sort of like reeling it in for the sensuality and the sex, but I think after episode 3 it quickly turns into something so obviously deeper and more serious, and talking a lot about internalized homophobia and being in a sport that you just can't be gay. Right. I think Scott Hunter is sort of that turning point in his story with Kip, because it is both sensual, but it's also very serious, and it has a sort of sad ending, and that directly sets the tone for the fact that Shane and Ilya both are realizing that I think well, it's because I've read parts of the book, but I know that Ilya is self-aware of his feelings for Shane pretty much early on,
Right.
like in those first 2 episodes, which is why he doesn't kiss him in the second year of the awards, etc., why that whole scene is so. And Shane, obviously, as we see as the audience, is confused as well when he's like crying in the bathroom. So like, I get that they're hinting at it, but I think after episode 3 really sets the tone of both of them having to come to terms with like, they're not going to get over each other. What do we do? And also, this is unfair. My life is unfair. You know,
Right.
and Shane very much running away from the fact that he is gay, you know, trying to date Rose and everything, coming right off of episode 3.
Right. Yeah, and at work, we had a meeting, and we were talking about, like, media that we have consumed in the past, like, 30 days, and I did admit to watching Heated Rivalry with my, like, older coworker and my other coworker that I rarely talk to, and they were like, yeah.
Heated Rivalry is for everyone. It's for the people. For the adults, sorry. Not everyone. Not everyone, but everyone as an
for
adult.
the adults,
Every adult.
yes.
I'm sorry, like, yeah, like, that's how fucking media should be when it has gay characters, even if it's a romance, even if it's strictly romance.
Yeah.
That is how gay media should be spread. It should be fucking normalized, and it should be huge if it's good.
It's a romance story, and I guess people do argue how well written it is, but regardless, I mean, it's like, it's a popular, I guess it becomes popular because people watch it, but like, it's a smutty romance show. Like, a lot of people would be interested in that. It deserves to have its limelight, just like any other straight show.
What it is a little bit pissing me off is that everyone being like, it's like the porn show, etc., etc. Yes, they be fucking crazy. That is not the part I'm arguing.
But that's like every HBO show.
Is that not what fucking straight couples do? I know that they do it a lot in the first 2 episodes, and then going into that 3rd episode, that fucking sequence of them playing games and then fucking, cinema. No one has ever done it like that. But that's the whole, also, like, that's the point of their relationship dynamic, 1. And 2, how many rapes did we have to watch in Game of Thrones?
Period.
Let's spin that back. How many naked women in Game of Thrones? Can we spin that back?
Right.
Like, fuck you. Like, fuck, your Game of Thrones is a fucking porn show then.
It's porn because it's gay.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Porn, in parentheses, shameful. That's how it's trying to be, like, how the general populace, not the general populace is loving it, but at the same time, I feel like a lot of people, even the people who are fans, are labeling it in that way, and that is what is pissing me off.
Fair, yeah.
In a way.
It's so much more than it's smut.
Right.
I mean, that's, like, a big grab, obviously, and it's really, you don't get to see such graphic, I mean, it's not actual gay sex, but you don't get to see such, like, sensual honest and out there representation of gay sex, and so of course that's like a big you know, an interesting part of it. It's okay
for sex to be part of the pull of why you want to watch the show.
Yeah, but it's not all that it's about.
Yes,
it's so much more than that, and I think it is like a good representation in that there's a lot of relationships for queer people do. I mean mostly gay men, if I'm being honest, but like they do start off very sexual based only.
I think also like queer people in general, especially when you're younger, because they meet when they're 18.
Right. Totally.
You know,
it's just kind of like
when you figure out you're queer,
or...
I feel like your first experiences are more often than not, if you don't have that sort of like childhood crush where it actually goes somewhere, you know what I mean? Then I think most of your experiences happen in your teens, and it's sexual because you're seeking it out, but you have to find that niche space. It's not, you can just date someone in your school. I mean, I think it's possible now. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I think in the common experience, that's why I feel like a lot of adults now reflect on their first queer experiences being based in sexual, and I think that's where that stereotype very much comes from.
Totally. And Ginger didn't like the gay talk, so she ripped a nasty fart just now.
Still homophobic. I don't know, guys. We're trying.
Obviously, we're trying. We're gay as fuck on here, like, literally every episode, and she's still here and is around, but she's like, okay, that's enough. Like, she has to silence us with her fart bombs. Like, literally a fart bomb.
Well, I mean, we are in active production of the Wicked show that we're putting on my birthday, on February 28th, my actual 25th birthday. We're in active rehearsals, okay? So we're mostly doing choreo rehearsals at the moment. We're doing choreo and we're doing singing, but I don't think I don't think I'm in a place where my singing is where the quality of what I want it to be. It's more so, can I know the words as we're doing it?
Sure, yeah.
That type of thing. But we're getting ready, and yeah, Ginger was upset, and she was being nasty, and she was being difficult.
Yes. Yes.
But she doesn't even know it. She's been cast. You're hired, Ginger. You're hired!
Yeah.
She's gonna play the lion.
She's a lion.
And we're gonna make, Liv is gonna be our Fiero, and Liv is going to be carrying her out of the lion cub scene.
Well, because we didn't tell them who we are going to be.
Oh, right. Well, drum roll, guys. Guess the casting department, me. Director, me. Sound, me. Costume department, me. But anyway, the casting board, me. And all my various selves. I got cast as Glinda the Good Witch.
Self-cast?
No, by the board, who is me. It's a different entity than me right now.
Oh, right. Okay, right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Morgan got cast as Elphaba.
Yes.
It was a very long and gruesome audition process where I had to text her and say, will you come to choreograph at my house for a month straight?
You said that just like Shane says, well, you come to my cottage. Okay.
Well, yeah, and if we had to choose who we were in Heated Rivalry, it's not one of us is one and one of us the other. We're both autistic, fucking gay, fucking Shane Hollander.
Yeah.
I'm not sensual, everybody want me bisexual Ilya Rozanov with a fat ass. Actually, okay, that's the only way you fit into Ilya's category.
I was thinking about it, I was like,
you got that bubble butt.
I'm not as bold enough as him, but I feel like I can be Well,
but I also think this broody and like that whole
true. No, that's not me. I'm a good mix. We're both a good mix of both of them, to be honest.
But if we had to like be filed away,
no, I think Shane.
Both of us going in the Shane Hollander drawer.
I'm gonna be the autism. Gonna top it all. It's gonna top it all. Sorry.
But, yes, all that to say, I've been cast as Glinda. Morgan is cast as Elphaba. My good friend Liv is going to be Fiero. Our good friend Naya is going to be Bach. She doesn't know it yet, but my good friend Liz Katalka is going to be Nessa, and she's also the wizard. And I think that's all the big roles.
Madame Morrible.
Madame Morrible is going to be the social media manager as well as normal manager, Isabel.
Yes.
Who she's clearly here right now running everything behind the scenes.
Yeah, she's always here. If we're doing something, know that she's behind the camera being like, get your fucking... Like, she's like, be gayer! That's what she's saying.
Kiss! She's always asking us when we're gonna make an OnlyFans, and we're like, Isabel, we're just friends. Like, why are you so confused? Like, I don't understand. She wants to capitalize. I mean, we're already making so much money, and we're getting so huge so fast. It's like, she really wants that, multi-million money grab.
Would we make good money from that? I think we would. I do have people out there asking.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Multiple times I've had people out there asking.
On our content.
Yeah. Either through DMs or through someone submitted it to the advice, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and we asked if that was any of our friends in an episode and no one's come forward, so that's great.
Yeah, so all to say that there's definitely some people out there that would be the market. I don't need to get there yet. But if this don't work out...
No, but don't worry, guys. With our 92 subscribers, we have a plan for what we're going to do when we get gay famous.
Yeah, we do. We did have this conversation.
We're going to move to Bushwick!
Yeah, we were like, okay, if we get really famous and we have to move to a bigger city because of, like, resources and, like, collabs, where would we live? And we would choose New York over LA.
I think, though, if you would have... Ginger ripped another nasty part.
I know, it's bad.
If you were to ask us, though, a year ago, I think we would have said Toronto. Isn't that crazy?
I don't think...
If we had to move to a city.
But...
To...
Okay, pre the pod, yeah.
That's what I mean. A year ago.
But, like, that was just, like, us hoping that we'd run into them and then become a part of, like,
Well, we were parasocial with them at the time.
Well, yes.
But it's never changed. We're parasocial about St. John drowning. And that's really... I mean, you're parasocial about Turtle with Hat.
Izzy and Emma.
Izzy and
Emma, please, if you see this, we would be such good friends. Like, please. Like, I can't even think about it.
Collab with us. You guys can be Scott and Kip.
They're watching Heated Rivalry, I
Isn't everyone?
True.
Also, they're gay. No,
if you're not at this point,
when we were watching them...
But they didn't know what Yowie and Yuri was, so, like, I don't know what them... They do now.
Uneducated. The masses are uneducated. Open the schools.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys need to know what yaoi is. Like, please, do not be watching this and not know what yaoi is. I will hit you in your face. Even Ginger knows. Okay. All that to say, we were watching some of their videos 2 weeks ago, and I turned to her and I go, "Where do they live?" I bet Bushwick. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, of course they do, but, like, we would be such good friends. So, yeah, I'm in, like, because I just got their members YouTube, and so I've been watching a lot of their videos, and they're a lot more candid on their members, and so it's quite bad. I'm, like, me and my literal close friends, and I'm, like, literally, like, imagining what I would say if I were in the conversation. Because I'm like, yes, and this is what I would say, and they would laugh.
Plan. Move to Bushwick. We're roommates. We have to be. We're not going to be making enough money to live separate. But we're famous. We're making vlogs. We're making video games. We're basically going to copy the turtle with hat thing, except we're going to have the podcast ongoing, basically. Ginger, definitely dead at this point, and that's okay because we need to bring the 2 cats with us.
Yes,
Ginger is not a fucking Brooklyn Bushwick girl.
No,
she just could never be.
She can't.
It's fine. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
From there, we're best friends with Izzy and Emma from Turtle with Hat. We're best friends with Sinjin Drowning, and I'm dating Kaylin Corey.
Oh, and I will be living jealously from the
I called dibs!
Fuck! That's fair, you knew her before me.
Well, yes.
Fuck, yeah, but I'm jealous of that, and
then we get to go hang out every single weekend and get trash at my good friend Kevin's bar.
Oh, I thought you were gonna... Yes, okay, that's fine. I thought you were gonna say
drinking
at,
with
like,
Kevin.
at one of their house and, like, everyone's there.
And, of course, every few months, we're flying to Toronto because we need to go collab with Slushy Noobs.
Yeah, only because they need us, though.
Yeah. Well, at that point, they're falling off and they need more lesbians to start, mixing the pot of audience again.
And then occasionally...
Once again, following the Turtle with Hat foil.
Yes! And then occasionally we fly to LA and we meet up with, like, Vanilla Mace and...
Katie B's there, too.
Katie, well, yeah, she's there.
I know she doesn't live there, but
from
she's
Kentucky,
visiting at the same time because we're doing, like, a whole collab thing. They're coming on the pod. We're doing some streams with them.
And we make a guest appearance on Upstairs Neighbors.
Yeah.
And who else?
We might
Maybe
go on
we
Royal
see Quinn,
Court,
but I'd be too scared to meet Quinn.
Quinn, yeah. Yeah, it's so insane when you find out, like, best friends with Billie Eilish.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, her reach is insane.
Yeah.
She really blows my mind.
But I would love to meet her. I feel like she'd maybe like me. I don't know.
Yeah. We maybe have a spot on Royal Court after, like, a year or 2 of being famous gay influencers after blowing up Brittany Broski's inbox every single month, being like, please, 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 please. And then we're there. I think we're going to go on the comment section with Draw Follow. And
everyone's on there. And
while we're in New York, do you know who else we're friends with?
Who?
Caleb Heron.
Oh, of course. Caleb would chew us up, though, in a way that I couldn't, I'd just be giggling.
Okay, yeah, I would laugh.
You make me laugh.
Yeah, I know. I just don't, I think I'm as funny as Caleb Heron. I don't think I'm as, like, as he's very good at a different type of humor, but I think if I'm in a room with Caleb Heron and he's doing that quick humor, I think in the way that Brittany Broski can match it very easily, I think I could easily do that. Because I feel myself on a kin of humor as Brittany Broski. Like, we grow up the same, we act the fucking same. I'm less weird about actors, I guess, but, like, more weird about fake anime men. So it's like, it's all a balance. Yeah. It's all the same thing.
No, okay, fair. So that's
anyway,
our life, guys. Like, just you wait. That's gonna be plan. Our 5-year plan.
When I go in for my year-end review at my work in a month, what do you see yourself in 5 years? Bushwick?
Yeah, not working this fucking job because I'm gonna be
Gay
famous.
What do you want to be in 5 years? Gay famous? God, that should, like, I wish I thought of this. I wish we were doing this way back, like, in fucking... Well, I don't, but, like, in high school, and you have to fill in, like, your career forms. What do you want to be when you grow up? Gay famous.
Real. And you know what? There are probably kids out there in high school doing that shit now. They're like, I want to be gay famous. I want to be a TikToker. I want to be a streamer, whatever.
Yeah, we're behind.
Good for you. Have goals. Have dreams. But anyways, we do think about this life often because we love... I mean, that was the whole kind of the main... reason behind starting, well, not the main reason, but one of the reasons behind starting the podcast was that we consume so many other people's like
with
media
and podcasts of the same sort of humor as us.
And we were like, but we could do that though, and it would be fun.
And that paired with the fact that we were having these in-depth conversations for hours at a time. Hey, went to her house to get cigarettes last night. Talked for maybe 2 hours. Also about shit that we probably would have talked about on the pod otherwise. We'd still spin it back around, but like still hilarious. Like we still do this shit outside of
there is no end to our yap chain.
No,
there's
and
never
I also
like
fear.
This has never been hard to. I mean, sometimes it's like, I don't know what we're gonna talk about, or like, blah,
but as
blah,
soon
blah.
as it starts, it's just easy.
You'll see by the cuts. I mean, usually if there's cuts, it's because we're interrupted by something else, or we say something that we should not say. We're not cutting to cut out silence
or whatever. Yeah,
like we could literally do this forever.
Well, the last 2 episodes we've had are an hour and a half. We said, and you know what? We aren't gonna shut up. We're gonna actually keep going.
We never do.
Hey, and guess what our most interacted with pod episode is ever?
Which one? I actually
just
don't
guess.
know.
Take a guess. Most interacted with, not most viewed.
Most interacted.
Because most views is always gonna be the second one.
It's not Ashland's.
No.
Is it Bush Summer?
No.
Is it the man one?
It's a very Byler Christmas.
Oh, really?
We got so many comments on that and people sending it. Like, that sort of engagement. Like, so, like, views are it's also our, like, 4th highest viewed video. I think Ashlyn is 3rd. Our first episode is 2nd. And our first one is Your Boyfriend is Ugly. Because I think that's when people really were tuning in.
Yeah.
Who were our ops to see what it was about. Because, like, we're clearly making fun of men. You know what I mean? Yeah. But, like, it is the most watched and interacted with video outside of the fact that, like, you know what I mean? Like, Ashlyn pulled in those views and that engagement because she was the novelty.
Right.
And our first 2 episodes, we were the novelty. But, like, now just as, like...
it's the Byler of it all. So I wonder how this will do.
Yeah, I guess it'll be interesting.
Off?
Yeah.
I mean, we're dressed up a little, like, we're not, like, going authentic like we try to do for Byler.
Right.
So.
But we are going to be making Hauling Off TikToks, so...
Of course!
Hey,
of course.
And you know what? Fucking Morgan texted me either yesterday or the day before. She said,
oh my god,
for the rest of our lives, our first fucking video that hit 1 million views will always be known as the Byler people. I was like,
yeah, because I was like, they're gonna ask us about Byler in future interviews, again talking about our
gay
future.
Famous. Brittany Broski is gonna sit us down at Royal Court, and she's gonna turn to us and she goes, so how's it gonna feel when you got let down when Byler didn't become canon?
And I'm gonna say, like, literally, I can't talk about this, like, hello, someone in the background, like, literally our future manager, if we were to have one, we were gonna have to say they can't ask us questions about that because I can't be real about it. I can't be authentic because I'm gonna get mad.
Yeah.
Because if you come up to me and you're gonna have a different opinion than me, I'm going to get mad about it. I'm not normal about it. Like, sorry. Yeah. But anyway, so I said this to her and she was like, oh, to be known as the Byler people forever. I'm like, girl, our first 1 million view video is always going to be Byler. So, like, there's no changing that. We are going to be known as the Byler people. I mean, there's, like, I'm sure we'll be known for many other things as well.
And it's
but, like,
us and Molly, and we're standing strong on the fucking
oh my god, Molly!
Byler bus.
Molly lives in LA. We'll have to visit her when we go. Oh my god, we need her on the pod. I don't know if she's... I think she did just start a pod recently.
Really?
With her sister or somebody.
See, but also I think a big reason we started the pod was because I feel like Minneapolis is such a big gay city, and there's a void of, like, no creatures here, I feel like.
Yes, no,
like, there really
not at
isn't.
all.
I feel like in a lot of... I mean, it's mostly LA and New York, obviously,
Totally.
but I feel like in other big cities, there is at least one, like, kind of niche... You know, at least that's where they start. I feel like 9 times out of 10, if they get big enough, they're going to move to one of the two. But a lot of them are from those types of places. But I don't really ever hear anyone from Minneapolis.
No, not enough. Not enough. And that's why we're here.
And we're here to rep the gay scene.
Yeah. Are we the greatest representation for that? We're not a part of the polycule. So I don't know.
Yeah, there is a giant lesbian polycule in Minneapolis. And, okay, we're not a part of it, but I'm now tied to it.
There's a thread.
Yeah, okay. I fucked one of the OG members that wasn't a member yet before it happened. Mm-hmm. The 2 people that are the OG members came about from a breakup that happened between a girl I hooked up with. So she hooked up with one of the OG members, and I hooked up with her. So.
And I have a teeny thread because I went on a date with you.
2 dates, technically.
True, I guess. So yeah, we are, I guess, in a way, but, like, no, we get to make the rules. If we're the influencers, we get to say that we make the gay scene. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, there's no one else. It's just us.
No, Sorry.
And when we're gay famous, y'all bitches gonna be jealous. Oh my god. Gato just attacked me. My son. Whoa. I hope that's out of frame. The, like, sexy body. Hey, my mom slept on my body, my anime body pillows all this last week when she was visiting, and she didn't fucking complain, so.
It was he's comfy. He's
my
got
man,
a nice...
my baby, my baby. That's what I think. Actually, I think about this, the lawyer character who's coming in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3. He's in the manga, though. That's my man. That's what I hear in my head when I look at manga panels of him. I'm like, my man, my man, my man. I'm having a resurgence right now of, like, loving anime men. There's this guy named Engin in Gachiakuta, which is the anime I'm currently watching, and it's about, like, this... I can't explain it, actually. It's way too complicated. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Blonde, though. So, like, kind of criminal, but he is so hot. Tatted up, fucking low taper fade. I can't. I am blowing up Erin's fucking phone all hours of the day. She's not even watching the show. But the thing is, Erin is currently obsessed with John Hancock, who's a character from Fallout 4 / the Fallout show. And if she gonna be weird about a guy, it's like, a ghoul is like, they don't even have a face. Like, it's like a skull.
Yeah, it's the guy with the red face. My sister
Yep.
was watching Fallout when I was in the room.
Yes, exactly what I'm talking about. She's in love with him. She's consuming, like, long fics of this man. Like, long fics. And I'm like, okay. And not okay, like, judgmental, like, okay, yes, and now she's sending the content, and I'm receptive, so I said, okay, I'm gonna send you about 100 TikToks of basically the same 5 scenes of this man, but with a different song in the background, and you're gonna watch it, and you're gonna like it. And hey, she thinks he's hot, and she's into it too. She's like, no, keep sending them, and I'm like, well, yes. But to him, I kind of hear, like, we don't gotta be in love now, I don't gotta be the one now. Also, I hear that with Chozo from Jujutsu Kaisen too, because it's like, they're just like these badass emo boys. It's like, yeah, like, they're not gonna want me, they're gonna want a situationship with me, and they're gonna ruin my life. Like, that's kind of how I see it. But who was the other edit I was singing about? Oh, my man. Oh, yeah, well, that's like husband. Right. The lawyer guy's like husband.
Right.
That's the difference. Right. Anyway, gay, by the way.
Yeah, well, fictional men don't count.
Yeah.
I guess they kind of do, but they kind of don't. It depends.
Yeah, but there's plenty of lesbians who are in love with fictional men.
Yeah, and it doesn't make them any less lesbian.
Yeah.
Let's get on that. Let's say that, because it doesn't.
Yeah,
Or even not even.
That's
fictional
what pisses
men,
me off when
like
straight men can't even say the man is hot. I'm not gay, bitch. That doesn't mean you're gay. You can think someone is attractive and not be attracted to them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's a distinction. I think it's different.
Yes, or like ever want to. Yeah, date them or whatever. But like, cause there's gay men call women hot or beautiful all the time, but like if a lesbian does that, then all of a sudden,
so you're not really gay.
Yeah, it's okay to be bisexual, by the way. Like, girl, it's not like that.
Anyway, I still don't know my sexuality though, so like, that's cool. We don't know. I don't think we have to know. I don't think anyone has to know, actually, but it's annoying when you don't know and feel like there's something that you don't understand. That's the difference, I think, for me right now. But, you know.
Yeah. I just try not to think about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm confidently at least bisexual. Is that like, I'm at least, like, if someone asks me my sexuality, I'll say I'm at least, well, no, because then they might think that I'm leaning male preference. But I'm at least bisexual. I just don't know. I don't know, because I have obviously dated men before, and
I don't have romantic interest in men, but I do think that there is sexual interest. But also, maybe I just haven't fucked a woman in a long time.
Or maybe you haven't fucked a man in a long time. Because
True.
You think
but that's the thing. I'm not sexual interest in terms of like a man. But that's what I mean. I don't actually want to fuck a man because I don't think a real life man is going to be good.
No,
but when,
and it isn't, and then you get sad.
I don't think that any... But that's the difference, like, that we literally talked about last time. Was I attracted to Nick? Like, I don't think so, but I was into having sex with him.
Yeah.
And I, like, wanted to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like, I enjoyed actually having sex with him. He wasn't bad at sex. Like, well, because we fucking trained him. Then we were the first. We were each other's first, etc., etc. But that's what I don't know. Because sometimes I'm like... But, like... It's, okay. The difference is sometimes I do crave really good sex with a man. In that sense. Okay. You don't have to agree with me, but that's why... that's what's confusing.
I'm sure... I just think about that. I'm like, but what can he provide you that a woman can't?
True. But it's not about...
I know, yeah, no, that's fair. But that's how it feels like to me. Whenever I feel like that and think about it, at the end of the day, I'm like, but I feel like I would be more satisfied if it was a woman. Because I feel there's nothing that he can give me that a woman couldn't.
Right.
And I'm
That's
talking
fair.
about penises in general, too.
Yeah.
That's what I feel. But then, because I get that urge, too, but I'm like, but really? Is this what I want? I don't know. Because when I do have sex with men, I'm like, that's not real.
The problem is I have vivid memories of having really good sex with men where it also wasn't just like the sex itself that what was hot. You know what I mean? It was the man I was with, which I guess goes against me saying that I wasn't attracted to Nick, but it was I think also different for Nick. It was very different of like, I don't think I was looking at him fully clothed being like, yeah, I want to have sex with, you know, it makes me sound like such a dick. Like, again, like I said, I think what I said before, where it's like, what was going on was I was super horny, and I knew he was going to have sex with me, and I knew he was good at sex. But also, like, in the moment, it was, like, very much about him as well, and, you know, and other people I've had sex with as well. The way I said that made it be like, no, and I had sex with other people besides Nick, I swear. And all the other people I fucked. It's confusing. It's confusing. I don't know.
That's why we don't think about it.
Yeah.
That's why it's just like, who cares?
When it's June again, I will
Bisexual
consider what
colors
I
are
want to
pretty.
label myself if I want to come out as lesbian again.
Yeah.
Again, because...
Speaking of which, sorry, I didn't mean to
Oh my
cut you off.
God, I thought
sorry,
something was wrong.
I thought I need to apply for the parade.
Oh, it opened?
I think it's supposed to open in January. I haven't checked since, like, last summer.
We're going to have a float in the parade, the Pride Parade this year.
in the Pride Parade. And my
and
dad
that's
is
how we're
going to
get gay famous.
It's going to help. It's going to help.
Yeah.
I think. But that made me like, I'm like, whoa, locking it. Like, I need to actually look into that and see what needs to be done to apply for that.
Yeah, agree.
Because that's going to be so fun. If you want to help with that, reach out. If you want to help be on our gay float for the gay parade.
Isabel will be there pretending to drive. She won't actually be driving because it'll be Morgan's dad.
Yeah.
But, you know, in theory, she's driving because she's the manager. I guess what we meant to say was our manager Isabel needs to get on that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why am I doing this? Excuse me.
That's what.
What are we paying you for? What are you taking 90% of our profits for?
No, literally. And you know we're not making any money off this because look at we have not changed any of the setup. You'll know. No. Well, actually, that's not true. You will know, I guess, if we make money because we will immediately start upgrading all this stuff. But I think we're going to start upgrading things regardless.
I feel like you'll know when we get better mics. The camera, I feel like we might do before first. Then. But the mics will definitely be a big indicator because that's like a big
because we have to get a soundboard as well, right? If we wanted to get those good mics.
To get good mics, it can't be USB. It's got to be, I can't remember what it's called, but
she explained it to me once.
Yeah, you do need like an actual type system. Soundboard type setup to have like a good quality mic, not just USBs. But I think these don't work that bad, not too bad.
Oh, I agree.
But, anyways, So we pull up with, well, you guys will know. We will tell you if we start making money. We'll be like, hey, we got a sponsor! Hey, we got a sponsor!
Yeah, we would.
We will be excited about it. I think, it's Ian Emma again. Sorry! When they just had their first sponsored, YouTube video the other day. Because they got sponsorships like on social media before, but first sponsored YouTube video, and they I can't remember, they did the cinnamon challenge for it, I think. In celebration, they did the cinnamon challenge of the first sponsorship.
You'll know when we actually start making money when for being gay famous, because Morgan's gonna pop out as a DJ with a full DJ setup.
Oh my God, I feel like might be before. The crowds need us, because let's talk about last weekend when we went to Sapphic Night. And not shitting on Sapphic Night, we normally have a really good time.
But that DJ sucks. Sorry.
They're just too millennial, I fear.
And we have been to something they've done and it fucking sucked again, and they do the same mix.
Yeah.
Like, you're pissing me off.
We've loved
it wasn't
going,
gay.
But, like,
it wasn't gay music.
Yeah.
It was like some of them were like gay, like,
some of them
but
were.
like some of them were associated with, I feel like, was millennial gay culture, which was mostly gay men.
True.
I think there's such a difference now in musical culture between the two.
Yeah, totally. It was a lot of like older pop or hip hop. Yeah, true. Very old gay. Not old, but like. Yeah, millennial gay, and
also songs that were just 2000s hits, had nothing to do with being gay.
Yeah, totally. And so, a little disappointed, but that's I'm like, God, fuck, the streets need me. The streets need me. I need to get on my Zoom and learn, but like, obviously it's a cost associated with that, and I'm not interested in doing all that. And it's also hard, and I don't like doing hard things. But I feel like I really could do good with it. I feel like I am pretty good about, like I have, like, the natural ability, I guess, to hear music and beats very well, I guess. If that makes sense. I don't know. It's like the dancer, musical, or not, like, choir kid in me. Like, I'm trained on beats and things like that, which I think is very important to being a good DJ, is, like, you don't need to be doing too much, first of all. Like, you don't need to be excellent to be a good DJ. You don't need to have amazing skills. But you do need to have a good sense of, like, tempo and, like, merging the beats in and things like that.
It's still picking me up, right? Yeah, it is. If Tarayami can do it, so can you.
True. Drew Off-Wallow says she's learning too, and I think she would slay, but I'm like, God, I need to get on. The market is growing.
If I did not have already your gift planned, that would have been so fucking smart, doing whatever DJ, but also I bet that's expensive.
Yeah, I don't think maybe, I guess maybe there might be some, I haven't looked into it that hard, so I don't know. But I guess if you're watching this and you were wanting to think of a gift, because that was a question we were asked last time, and I said donate to my PC fund, and I would still appreciate that, you could give me a DJ set. Or we can make a P.O. box. And you all can start sending us stuff. It don't have to be our birthdays.
God, I want to be gay famous so bad. I want you to send...
I know there would be a gay out there that would be like, get her on the track. And I would, and they would send me that shit, and I'd be like, hey, you get a first class ticket to our show. You'd be on the stage behind the booth. Oh! I'm thinking about that, having a bunch of hot women behind me on the booth.
I know that P.O. boxes aren't really a big thing for influencers now because everyone got sent weird shit.
True.
Actually, Katie B still does it, and so does Vanilla Mace.
I think smaller-ish ones usually do, but I guess Vanilla Mace is bigger enough now that it's kind of surprising she still does, but, like...
Yeah. All that to say, that is me. That just makes me so materialistic, but I want to be gay famous, and I want gay people to be sending me presents in the mail.
No, it's not, though, because our love language is gift-giving / kind of gift-receiving. So it's like, we would love for an opportunity for people to, like, they think of us. It doesn't need to be costly. I would love to see, like, crafts, artwork, your fan fictions written in written form.
Yeah.
Sent
also
to
want
us.
to be gay famous where people are writing fan fictions about us and having secret theories about us secretly dating. We could be the new Dan and Phil, except we're not actually dating, so... we won't have a fun coming out in 10 years.
Yeah, and you can't wait for that. But, and we're already out.
Yeah, but they are... sorry... hard launch.
Yeah.
Because they both came out a few years ago.
True. But fanfic, what else was I gonna say? Edits.
Yeah.
Like we said, we edit farmed last week, but no one gets to see that.
Hey, we have our first edit already made, so.
True, and thank you to Brooke.
Yep.
That's what I thought. Yes, thank you to Brooke, because that actually meant the world. And need more of that. Can we also talk about, because I told someone, I can't even remember who now, that I made edits of you and for Christmas, and I never got one in return. So I just want to throw that out there. That I'm still waiting.
But wouldn't that ruin the whole part of it? Was a surprise gift that you worked really hard on if I immediately for your next holiday did it for you when it was supposed to be original?
Yeah, but it's been like a year now.
I also don't know how to make an edit. If you thought if I could make edits, you would think I would be churning out the anime edits by the thousands.
True. No,
I know it's not that probably hard to learn, but
I did make them edits for Christmas, and I didn't get any in return. So I'm saying out there, like, you guys can make edits of me. I give you permission. I don't think I have enough content out there.
My talents are not in the editing sphere because if I could, I would be churning out the anime edits by the thousands. My talent is in writing, so don't count me out yet. Okay, you better watch your tone because if you want it to be happy ending fluff and you don't want to get fucking spit roasted by two gay women. Well, I guess you would though. I'll see what I'm feeling. I'm not very good at writing smut because, I mean, one day maybe we'll bring my 5 sauce fanfiction, the only 5 sauce... I wrote a lot of 5 sauce fanfiction, like Imagines and stuff, but, like, my long fic, quote-unquote, where I wrote smut, and you can read it. I can't. Like, it's actually one of the only things on planet Earth that I've done that, being shown back to me, I actually can't handle it. Like, my face will turn tomato, and I'm gonna, like, really die.
Would be fun. And if you want that, comment. If you want us to read her written 5 sauce fanfic, let me know. Is it a self-insert?
No.
It's between...
No, it's a original female character. She's the daughter of Harry Styles.
Right, okay.
And it's a love triangle with Luke and Callum.
Okay, real.
Not challengers, though.
So if y'all want to hear that, if you want to hear me read that, drop something in the comments. Let's go. Yeah. Let's go.
And additionally, if you guys want to read the self-insert fic about me and my very real middle school boyfriend, Laszlo, where his name is Zale and he has magical powers and then he dies in the end, spoiler alert, comment that too, because that gives me no shame. I'll read it.
We will read that for free.
Shout out middle school boyfriend Laszlo. Hope you're doing well. His new girlfriend's pretty. He's ugly, but...
Oh my god! You watched the first episode?
Well, yes. But that whole friend group already don't like me. They already don't. So it's fine.
Okay.
I'm not here to make friends with no men. There are 3 men that have passed the council's test to be considered the only 3 valid men who I consider real human beings. I don't really acknowledge any other men. And there's only 3, and it's Kevin, JT, and Bradley. And that's it.
Yeah.
And Zach, my junior prom date / now book club member, is up for consideration for the end of 2026 by the council. Mm-hmm. They're nice already, though, so.
Right. And those are the only valid men to ever exist, so if you know any others, sorry.
They don't exist to me. They're not real.
Yeah.
They're NPCs, and it's like I'll interact with them in the moment, but they do not stick in the brain.
Oh my god! That reminds me of one time I called my friend's boyfriend an NPC. I was really drunk, and he actually took offense. But I was like, but he was, to me. To me, I was like, you're like an NPC, because he was just kind of there, and like, I think he was driving us around, me and my friends. And I was like, yeah, you're an NPC. And he was like, what the fuck?
And to that,
sorry, maybe, and you are. To me, you are. You don't exist to me.
And to that, I say, maybe grow up and learn how to take a joke.
It was a joke. I wasn't serious. Well, I guess I kind of was.
But like, it wasn't like it wasn't a criticism.
Yeah, actually, yeah. It wasn't like something to be said about your. I would prefer men be NPCs than them be like all up in your face and
Nazis.
Rude. Yeah, literally heavy on that. Yeah. So men don't exist, and except gay ones like us. But we're actually. Is there a Les ship name for Holinoff? Like Les Byler?
No.
Someone needs to get on that. And why haven't I seen that? Why haven't I seen more femme versions of Shane and Ilya? Why haven't I seen that?
We need Lesbanov on our desk tomorrow.
Yeah, actually, clip that. Like, clip that because we need that to get to the masses.
That is, in Benito Skinner and Mary Beth Barone's pod ride, that they say that whenever they say something funny, like in the exact tone you did it. It was actually like a perfect, it was very scary, because I know you haven't seen Ride. You go, clip that. They say that. They say, editor, clip that. Yeah. Or they just say, clip that. So that was funny. No, well, that'll definitely be a clip. And hey, yeah, we're deep in the Les Byler trenches.
Yes.
I want Yuri.
Yes, I want Yaoi, but more importantly, I want Yuri, and I want my Yaoi to be Yuri, and I don't want my Yuri to be Yaoi.
No, I've literally...
Don't do that.
I've posted that exact statement on my actual public Instagram story. Yaoi can always be Yuri.
Yeah.
Straight, prefer it to be Yuri, but it can be Yaoi.
Yeah.
Yuri, you cannot Yaoi it or make it straight.
No, definitely not make it straight. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. And, because sometimes I'll see, like, the Byler ones, and it'll look a little sus where, like, Mike is looking a little too male. Or sometimes I'll see Will with Elle and get confused because sometimes they draw him a little bit like Mike. And I'm like, are they straightifying them? I will be so mad. Don't tell me. And then I read the comments and like, oh no, it's just Elle and
Will. One of my
get mad. I genuinely get mad. I'm like, do not straightify them. I bet someone out there is doing that, and I will find you and I will kill you with a gun. If you're straightifying Yaoi or Yuri, I will come out there and kill you with a gun. Sorry. Well, unless it's trans. Actually, I'm into that.
Yeah.
Unless it's trans, I'm into that.
There's nuance.
Yeah, always, but you know what I'm meaning. You know what I'm meaning. People out there that are stratifying it, most of the time they're not doing it in a trans way. So
yeah, agree. One of my favorite anime ships is Bakudeku, and it's from My Hero Academia. At most fan arts always draw Bakugo as super like muscular, and Deku's coming out with these childbearing hips. And I'm like, wait, I've sent literally at 1 a.m. or some shit, sent a picture to Aaron, and I said, why is he literally about to give birth? Like, what the fuck is this? Or they make him so like, there's like a meme also that I have as a sticker. Like, they just make Deku so like feminine, I guess. And like, he is smaller than Bakugo. It's like the fucking, the CEO and meme with the CEO and the girl, and it's like that. Like, why the top always gotta be crazy?
Yeah.
Like, this big beef, and, like, the twinkiest twink to ever twink is, like, the boy. Like, that's not how they are in canon at all.
That's what the people want to see, though. Some people, I guess.
Not me.
Yeah.
Deku does not need to have childbearing hips, I fear. Or sometimes they'll just make him, like, they'll make him have a really muscular chest and then, like, the craziest in waist. I'm like, so it's boobs. You want him to have boobies.
Right, yeah. But not actually draw them boobies.
Hey, by the way, also, kids. High schoolers.
Yeah.
I ship them, but, like, I don't fucking read about them having hardcore sex.
Right.
But, yeah, so, like, all those arts are even crazier the more they, like, sexualize Deku in a feminine woman way and straightify them, so there's that.
Funky. And well, was this episode gay enough for you guys? I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
Comment if it was gay enough. Thanks. Okay, we're gonna go to our advice now.
I'll go first because mine is memorized.
Okay.
My question is, what would you do if a man got on all fours, started crawling towards you, and growling like a beast? And to that, I say, fuck you, Aaron. That really happened to me freshman year of college. And what did I do? Well, I let him crawl all the way. I was laying in his bed. Okay, also didn't hook up with this man. I thought we were just friends, but I very much let him on because I didn't understand how to be friends with men. Because all my friends in high school, while I was dating Nick, we were all very close and touchy, not feely, but like, you know, very platonically close, and it wasn't anything other than that because I was dating Nick, and they knew I was so in love with Nick that it was fine. Mm-hmm. Like, it didn't feel sexual.
Right.
There was no sexuality in nature, you know?
Right.
And I didn't understand that male friendships weren't just like that, you know? So I think I really did. I did lead this guy on. His name was Zach. Not to be confused with Zach from junior prom.
Right.
But did I ask for all that? Maybe not. So I'm laying to paint the scene, I'm laying in his bed, and I'm saying, we're about to go to a party. And he is getting dressed, or I don't know, getting ready or some shit. I don't know. He's standing over there. And I asked him if he's ever taken the BDSM test. Listen, I'm not defending my own actions. Like, I know I let him on, and him trying to kiss me, which is what this led to, that's not that crazy. The other part was, like, the foreplay into it was what was crazy. Mm-hmm. So I'm, like, scrolling through the BDSM test and asking him the questions and putting it in for him while he's getting ready. And it was like, do you like to, like, act like an animal and, like, growl and scream in your partner's face? And I ask it, and I turn, and then he gets down on all fours, and then he crawls across the floor on all fours, and then starts growling, jumps on the bed. I'm under him, he's pinned above me, and then he tries to kiss me while growling as he's leaning close in.
And so what did you do?
Screamed.
Is that your advice then?
Yeah, you should probably scream in terror and run, is that what I then did after that. I ran out of the room screaming. And then, yes, we were no longer friends after that because he said, I thought you wanted to fuck me. You asked me about my ex-girlfriend. You slept in my bed when I was away. He would... And I did. I'm not trying to say that I did not lead him on. But at the time, I was super pissed. I was like, I have a fucking boyfriend, and I talk about him all the time, and I call him all the time. And he was like, yeah, but then, you know, when I'm at class, you break into my room and then sleep in my bed and also hang out with me every single day, laying in my bed while I do homework, or you do homework in my bed, and et cetera, and you wear my sweatshirt, and I sleep over you and Aaron's, and I sleep in your bed, not with me. I would sleep in Aaron's bed with her, but he would sleep in my bed in my sheets and, like, wear my clothes and cuddle my stuffed animals. And to that, I say, okay, fair. Fair enough. That's what I say to it now.
Nothing excuses getting on all fours, crawling over, and growling.
Growling, like kind of like a lower growl as he's crawling, and then he's hot, like front two paws on the bed, head back, primal growl, jumping up on me in one smooth motion. I'm pinned. Yeah, it was very scary. That was like, yeah. I hated being straight. That was so horrible. Because I wasn't out as bi until sophomore year of college. I was out senior year of high school because I was never like not out, I guess, in high school. It was more so I figured it out about myself, came to terms with it, told people who was like relevant to know, but I never like came out per se, but I was just like casually out. And then I was outed in college by my sorority sophomore year, but I was totally not out at all freshman year. So I was just straight. I wasn't, but you know what I'm saying.
Scary, yeah, but Yes.
And what fucking came of it. And then there was another guy who would get drunk and try to kiss me every single time. His name was fucking John. And then I had a boyfriend, and I did not lead John on in that, like, with the Zach one, like, that is 110% on me. Not how he went about it. That was freaky as fuck. That's on him. Yeah. But him attempting to move on me, that's on me. And I can understand that now. John had not my fucking fault. But I ended up alone with John because our friend group was like 4 of us, and the other people in the friend group would always be off by themselves or hanging out alone. So then I relegated when we're drunk to be hanging out with John. Yeah, and he'd get really drunk and he'd try to kiss me the next day. He'd be like, I was so drunk, I don't remember anything from yesterday. And I'd be like, right. Yeah, it was horrors. It really was. I did play John, though, like a fiddle pretty much all of college. Whenever I wanted attention, I would text him, and he'd be like, yes, come over. And then I would say I'm buying the Uber, and then I just wouldn't respond for the rest of the night. Life comes at you fast. Anyway, that's my advice. Scream and run. Run for your life.
Yeah, real. I think that's the only right answer. Even if you're interested in them back. No, don't do that.
Yeah, I guess don't scream and run, but like make it obvious it's like a rejection maybe, because like maybe they think you're feeding into it like you're the prey.
So,
yeah. Be like, no.
Yeah, like, yeah. Scream, run, text them afterwards. Don't ever do that fuck shit again. I'm never speaking to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, my advice question is, how do you decide if someone's worth pursuing? Well, they don't do that. They don't crawl on all fours and growl at you, would be number one. I don't know how to describe this. I feel like it's a feeling.
I feel like having a crush. That's for me.
Yeah, they make you feel giddy.
For me, it's really, I find it hard to tell whether someone is worth pursuing when it's a stranger I'm meeting on the internet, etc. But for me, like, I know someone's worth pursuing when I am thinking about them all the time. I'm trying to text them. I'm trying to get their attention. Like, I'm already flirting with them in the sense, even if we're just friends and the dynamic's starting to shift. That's when I'm like, okay.
I think you do, like, for me anyways, it's about, like, the giddy feeling. Like, you after you're done, like, hanging out with them or talking to them or whatever, you, like, feel, like, butterflies and you're replaying the night in a way or whatever. Like that type, you know, it gets you excited. You get excited about the potential future that you might have while pursuing this person. So,
yeah,
I think and it's just individual to everyone about what they might look like. But, like, I guess, if someone's worth pursuing, are you asking it from, like, the standpoint of, like, well, I'm not sure they'd be a good partner? Then you probably shouldn't even pursue them.
Yeah, if you're questioning whether or not they would be a good partner. If you're questioning
now in the phase where it's supposed to be, like,
that's
all giddy,
an immediate no.
Like, yeah.
It's more about how you feel about them. It should not be whether is this person a good person. Yeah,
right. That should be, like, you should have no qualms about that.
I agree.
Yeah. Because those are, if you ignore those now, they're just going to come up later. Yeah. So, yeah, but that's my advice there. You just, like, what do you feel like you want to see if going further, or, you know,
if they're a part of your little nightmare fantasy, nightmare, oh my god, that's how you know I'm cooked. That's how you know I have PTSD and I'm cooked. If they're a part of your nighttime fantasies, like right before you fall asleep, like, yeah, you want that's, you know, you want to pursue them.
Yes, that is a good indicator. Okay, well, let's move on to our must recommends then. Do you have one?
Yes, I thought of it just now. Okay, my recommend, watch the anime. I mean, watch anime, period. But, like, I'm just going to assume, like, this can be, like, like, if it's coming from me, it's, like, it can be anime, and it's, like, not the concept of anime. It's just, like, a show that I like, yeah? Gachi Akuta. It is so good, and the music is so fucking good. It's trending right now. I won't explain the whole plot. It's, like I said before, it's so fucking complicated in a way, but these people live in a trash world, essentially. Like, imagine our biggest landfill, and hundreds of feet down it goes, and when people do something wrong in society, they throw someone down there. Damn. And then this guy, the main character, gets thrown down there, but most of those people die on impact, right? Because you're falling hundreds of feet. He doesn't die, and he learns that there is a whole human race of people that just were born here and have been existing here the whole time and have had trash rain down on them. And it's a commentary on capitalism and etc. But the people down there, the premise is, if you love an object and pour love and care into an object, it gains a soul of its own and it becomes your vital instrument, and you can use it to turn into some sort of like super powered weapon that you can use to fight. Because in this trash world, the trash has also gained soul in some way, because so much of it has been dumped, things that have been thrown out, etc., that they turn into trash monsters that want to kill people. And so it's about these people called the cleaners, obviously, who have the ability and care for an object so deeply that they've created a weapon out of it. And like, so one girl has a pair of scissors and it turns into like giant scissors that she can like cut people with. But my man Engine, his is an umbrella. So it's like, it could be anything. And if you pour enough into it, though, it can be used as a weapon, as your vital instrument. It is so cool, and it is so the characters are so obviously pulled from Black culture, and it's so cool just seeing that in anime. It's very uncommon, and the music is Black culture as well. I mean, okay, all music is fucking Black culture, because where did any music come from if not a person of color? But it's very cool, and I'm really, really loving it. I'm like a little over halfway done, so highly suggest.
Okay, I'll say must recommend donating to our mutual aid. More to come out about that. But we are going to start a kind of like donation mutual aid fund for to support families, not just families, I guess, people nearby that are affected by this ICE occupation here in Minneapolis. So more to come out about that. We're still working on the details. By the time this episode comes out, though, it should be like set in stone.
We don't have the details to tell you in the pod episode because we're nailing it out this week for it to be released before this gets released.
And link should be in the bio, but
link should be in the bio and post should be pinned. So
yeah, anything that you can donate can help, but you will be making an actual impact on real families. It's not just going to be, I mean, we'll work out the details. Some of it might go to mutual aid. Some of it might go to food donations. But we also have actual real families that we are in contact with that need some help. And so you will be directly impacting an actual family that needs assistance. Yes. So that's what my must recommend is.
Help us.
Any amount helps. I understand. I mean, I'm doing what I can from my point of view in providing care where I can with my finances, but I'm also a woman living alone in my 20s. I'm not rich. I can't provide a lot. But like $15 can buy like a decent amount of produce for a family for like at least a week. Or, you know,
and just in general, getting involved, helping us, whether, I mean, it is going to be monetary, but helping us is directly going to help the community. So sort of like a must recommend, help us help our direct community in Minneapolis as a Minneapolis podcast.
Yes, because that's who we're here to kind of, I mean, we did talk about moving away. But like at the basis,
but this is our people,
Minneapolis
and this is our
is always
podcast.
going to be our home. Like, well, I guess maybe not. That's maybe not the best way to describe it, but like
that is our brand. It is our brand,
yeah.
Because the when is an if. The when is an if. Our brand is being this queer is our people home base in right Minneapolis, and that is what our brand is reflecting.
And we are going to continue to support, and we want to support the people around us who have a high need. And so that's what you can help do by providing us some finances for that in whatever way you can. Not asking to do anything crazy.
Or spread the word.
Spread the word.
Help us with this.
I think it is like if you share something and you say, hey, I know these people, these are good people, they'll make a direct impact. I think that'll mean so much, because obviously we share on our stories and stuff about links and aids, but it's like it's kind of detached. But if I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna say, hey, it's me, Morgan, we're starting this grassroots like fund or aid to these people that are going to help actual real life people, you sharing that and saying, hey, I know these people, I like these people, they're trustworthy, you should donate to them. You might reach some people that be like, you know what, yeah, you know them, I like you, I support the same efforts. Boom. Yep. Anyways, so do that if you haven't already. Maybe you already have, and we can make some real difference. That would be awesome.
Yep, and that'll become a part as long as this occupation is continuing need. And who knows where this can go for future.
Yeah, there's always people that need help.
Right. But we'll keep plugging that with our socials going forward. And with this episode, we're going to start back our regular presence as a brand. But a brand, lol. Anyway, though, so yeah, if I'm gonna do the socials, visit our Instagram or our TikTok or links that'll be here, etc., to find that mutual aid fund and also more information, as well as our latest TikTok description in the last video about knowing your rights, and there'll also be a video about that coming out on our socials as well. Our socials are weknowbetterpod. On TikTok, there's 2 Ds. She's Morg Cooper 2020 on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm Elizabeth Rose Penabrown on Instagram, and Edgy Liz 8, or
No,
just Edgy Liz on TikTok. Haven't done this in a minute. I'm thinking about my gamer tag. I'm playing Fortnite more than I'm posting on TikTok, which is also a lie. I posted a lot yesterday. It's fine. All right. We are going to go be slutty in the club. We didn't even mention that.
Yeah, we're going to a Heated
We're dressing like
Rivalry
this
night.
because we're going in the club.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll report back because...
Yeah, it's not Club 90s, so it's its own thing.
Yeah, it's
which are doing
put on by
the...
Flip Phone also. I mean, they're not necessarily local. They have multiple places.
But a big local provider of gay events.
Yes, a lot of brunches. Yeah. Anyways, hopefully that'll be a good time, and we'll see some fat-ass edits.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
I'm coming to the cottage. That was British. I can only do a British accent. I'm sorry. All right.
Okay, bye, guys.
Bye.